Hey, what is going on, guys? Golden Eagle here. So, right off the bat, I just want to say thanks to all of my subscribers here on YouTube and my followers on Instagram, because you guys have helped me to get 15s all around, because I've been able to reach 1,500 subscribers on YouTube and 15,000 followers on Instagram. So that's just awesome, guys, and thanks a lot. So, I posted a picture on Instagram a few days ago thanking you guys too, and I asked you guys to post some comments on that picture and ask me some of your questions, and I said I would answer your questions in a video and give you guys some shout outs. So that's what I'm going to do in this video, guys. I've done some Q&A videos before in the past, but I haven't done one in a while. But since I hit 1,500 subscribers on YouTube and 15,000 followers on Instagram pretty much at the same time, I thought it was, a pretty cool number to hit at the same time, and I thought it was a good opportunity to thank you guys and to answer some of you guys' questions. So, without further ado, let's get started, guys. Oh, and I forgot to mention, guys, the gameplay in the background is some Black Ops 2 gameplay. There's a couple swarms in there. I might post one or two different gameplays depending on how long it takes me to answer your guys' questions. But yeah, it's just some good swarm gameplay, some high kill, high score gameplay. So hopefully you guys will enjoy watching that as I answer your questions. So the first question comes from J Markle 53, Dylan 021, and Slim Shady 15. And all of them ask, how did I come up with my YouTube channel name? So, the name Golden Eagle, my nationality, I'm actually partly Polish. So, on the Polish flag, and the symbol for Poland is actually a golden eagle, and that's just been my screen name or my username, like on AOL or AIM back in the day, instant messaging before texting took over, and on all different websites, and it's my gamer tag on both Xbox and PlayStation. So, I thought I would just make it my YouTube channel too. Might as well keep with the trend, keep with the same name I've always been using, and I think just Golden Eagle by itself was taken, so I decided to just put some random numbers at the end, and 17 is actually my favorite number, and I just put another 1 at the end of that, because I think Golden Eagle 17 was probably taken on like Xbox or whatever, so I decided to make my name Golden Eagle 171 on Xbox and all those other sites and stuff, like I said already. So yeah, I decided to continue the trend on YouTube, but actually on PlayStation, even Golden Eagle 171 was taken. So guys, if you try to add me on PlayStation as Golden Eagle 171, the same as YouTube, that's actually not me. On PlayStation, I had to add an actual another 7 at the end of it. So on PlayStation, my name is Golden Eagle 1717. So there's that extra 7 at the end. Don't forget, guys, if you want to add me on PlayStation. So the next question comes from Red Gaze, and he asks, how old are you? Well, Red Gaze, I'm 23 years old. The next question is another one that was asked by multiple people, and it was asked by Scorps for Life 7, AB Swag 123, Snowboard Casper, Danny Boy, what is that, 100,000, Zek Get Schiff. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, dude. I don't really know how to say it. Oh my god, it's Gareth. Austin Sparks 21, and William Wallace 1200. And all you guys basically asked, why did I start my YouTube channel, or how did I start it, and things like that. Basically the same versions of the same question, so I decided to answer them all at once. And basically I started my channel at the end of the summer last year, I think maybe around July or August last year. And yeah, I've just been watching YouTube videos pretty much since YouTube started, and other gaming channels and big gaming channels like Call of Duty ones that kind of started it all, like CNanners, White Boy 7th Street, T Martin, Drifter, and people like that. And also other people who do like Let's Plays and stuff, like the Rad Brad or Uber Haxar Nova and stuff. And all those guys just look like they were having a blast making YouTube videos, and it looked like something really fun. And I've always liked to play video games pretty much my whole life, so I thought I'd give it a try. And I'm also really into like technology and technical stuff. So it was pretty cool to learn about video editing and photo editing, like editing thumbnails and stuff, doing Photoshop type stuff, and learning about Sony Vegas and how to edit videos in different bit rates, and how to make sure you get the correct bit rate, the correct resolution and things like that, and the correct settings for YouTube, and playing around with all that stuff, and using different effects, and using color correction to make videos a little bit more vibrant and stuff. All of that was like really interesting for me to learn. and it's been a lot of fun, and I thought it would just be something to do in my spare time. You know, anytime I have spare time, or I'm not at work, not hanging out with friends, or hanging out with my girlfriend or my family or anything, I thought I'd, you know, since I'd be playing video games anyway, might as well add to it a little bit and make some videos on YouTube. And, you know, like I said, it looked like all those guys who were doing it and were being really successful at it looked like they were having a lot of fun, and I thought I would try it out and see if I liked it, and I do. So I'm going to keep making videos, and hopefully I could keep growing, keep the channel growing, keep the channel active, and hopefully you guys continue to enjoy my videos. Blake asks, where are you from and how old are you? Well, I already said I'm 23, and I'm from New Jersey in the grand old USA. Hey, it's Birdie asks, why did you choose PlayStation? Well, hey, it's Birdie. I didn't just choose PlayStation because I have Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Xbox One, and PS4. So I have all four of them. I like both Xbox and PlayStation, and I like the exclusive games on all of them. So I didn't just choose PlayStation. I like to play games on all the consoles. And if you see, if you check out some of my older walkthroughs or even the newer ones, you can see that I play games on all different consoles. Some of them are on Xbox 360, some are PS3, some are PS4, and some are Xbox One. Hockey Ninja 1999 asks, what is your favorite weapon out of any video game? Oh man, that's a tough one. One that I really immediately thought of is the gravity gun from Half-Life 2. If you guys have ever played that game, I don't know, it's the physics of that gun were really innovative at the time, and how you could just pick up like anything out of the environment and use it in different ways. Like you could pick up like a saw on the ground and throw it at enemies, and it'll like cut them in half. Or you could just pick up like a box and throw it at them, or just anything that's around you. And depending on what it is, it kind of changes your attack in a different way. So the gravity gun was pretty good to use. And I also really like the portal gun from Portal. Obviously, you know, it's really innovative, and the Portal games are amazing. And you know, you can do some like amazing things with the Portal gun, and many of the different like puzzles and stuff like that. There's like so many different ways to get through the environment and to figure things out and stuff. So that one's really cool too. Sam McLaurin 91 asks, if you had $1,000 and you had 48 hours to spend it, how would you spend it? Well, I'd probably just spend it on probably like something related to video games or technology. Either I'd buy like just a bunch of games, or maybe I'd buy like a new PC. And well, $1,000 is like kind of like a mid-range PC, so I'd maybe have to shell in a couple more $100 to get like a really super high-end PC. But you know, $1,000 would definitely help towards that. I mean, I have an okay PC right now. It's, you know, it's pretty good. It allows me to make videos, HD videos at 720p, or sometimes even 1080p, like this one will be in, and it allows me to play most PC games all right. But you know, I could definitely, you could always have a better PC if you guys know what I mean. So I'd probably use $1,000 for something like that. Kyle Malk asks, who's your favorite Spartan from Halo? Well, I'd probably have to say Master Chief, because I'm not really too familiar with the other Spartans in Halo. Like, I think Halo Reach was the only one that had other Spartans in it, right? And other Spartans with names and everything. I don't think Halo 4 had any other ones, did they? I'm not really sure, but even if they did, I don't remember any of their names or anything. And I didn't really even like Halo Reach that much. That was probably my least favorite of the Halo games. So I'd probably just have to say Master Chief, because he's really the only one that I know. Okay, so we have another question that was asked by multiple people. Claudius Turner, Just Another Dirty Rat, That Kid Seb, X Lewis 07, and I'm Kyle Spencer asks, what is my favorite game, or what's my favorite game of all time, and for what reason? And I don't know, that's a tough question. I'd have to probably say something for like Nintendo 64, like when I was a kid, because those are the games that I really have really fond memories of. Like maybe something like Super Mario 64 or Mario Kart for Nintendo 64, or probably The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'd say those are three of my favorite games of all time. And because I just really love the Nintendo 64. It's probably my favorite console of all time. And, you know, I was a kid at that time, and I just had so much fun playing those games. And I think as a kid, I probably enjoyed those games even more. Because, I don't know, I had a bigger imagination and things like that, I don't know. But, like, things were simpler at that time, because there was no online gaming or anything. Like, if you wanted to play Mario Kart multiplayer, you had to play split screen on, like, an old 90s TV with, you know, no HDMI, no HD visuals. And you were just, like, right next to the people that you're playing, as opposed to now where everything's online, and you play Call of Duty online against people that you never see for the most part and everything. So it was just a simpler time, and it was fun to play those games with multiple people who were right there with you, like all my friends from elementary school or whatever, or my neighbors and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'd say Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, and The Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time are probably my top 3 favorite games of all time. But of course, there's so many more, and there's so many more recent games that I really love too. But those are the 3 that really stick out in my mind, and I have my fondest experiences with. Oh yeah, and Pokemon Red and Blue too. How could I forget those for the original Game Boy or the Game Boy Color? Those were awesome too, and that was pretty much my whole childhood was playing those 2 Pokemon games, collecting all the Pokemon, and had both of them too, Red and Blue, so I could get all of the Pokemon across all the games because there were some that was like only in one and not in the other one and stuff, and I beat both of them like completely multiple times over each one. So Pokemon was a huge thing in the 90s, and I had an amazing time playing those Pokemon games. I brought the Game Boy with me everywhere I went. So yeah, Pokemon Red and Blue, you'd have to add those to my favorite games too. My name is Trevor, and Scott McDonald 1011 both ask what is my favorite Call of Duty, and I actually just made a video about this a few days ago, I think, or a week ago or so, talking about what is my favorite Call of Duty of all time. And for multiplayer, I definitely have to say it's this one, guys, Black Ops 2. It was definitely my most favorite Call of Duty. My most favorite. Does that even make sense? I guess so. The Call of Duty. And I just had the most fun playing Black Ops 2, and I was the best at Black Ops 2. I performed better in Black Ops 2 than any other Call of Duty game before or since. And I just really liked everything about it. The weapons, the maps, and just how the game felt overall. I think it was my favorite one for sure, guys. Gabe Doc LV says, you played Titanfall with me last night. Well, by now, that's probably been like a week or so ago. But yeah, I remember playing, man. And I think your friend joined, and we partied up, the 3 of us, and we were just, having some fun in Titanfall. And if any of you guys want to play any games with me, definitely send me a message on PlayStation or Xbox, and if you see me online, don't hesitate to send me an invite. Sometimes I won't always join because either I'm playing with other people or I'm doing something specific for a video or a recording or something like that, but sometimes I will join, so definitely don't hesitate to send me those invites. And if it's a specific time that I definitely want to play with you guys, then I'll send you guys an invite. If you're online, I'll send it to like all my friends, either on Xbox for Titanfall or on PlayStation for Call of Duty. Well, Xbox One and PS4 specifically for both of those games. And yeah, if you guys get an invite from me, that means I'm definitely ready to play with subscribers or followers. So, be on the lookout for that if we're ever online at the same time. But his question is, when will you be getting on Xbox again? Well, I only have 3 games right now for Xbox, which are Titanfall, Dead Rising 3, and Rise Son of Rome. But yeah, when I get more games for Xbox, I'll definitely get on Xbox more often, obviously. But I'm not really, or I don't really have too many games for Xbox right now. And for the most part, I'm mostly buying multi-platform games that come out on both of them. I'm mostly buying them for the PS4 because they do look a little bit better on the PS4 and perform a little bit better on the PS4. And I just overall kind of prefer the PS4 a little bit to the Xbox One. They're both really great. I like both of them, but I think I like the PS4 a little bit more overall, and I like the controller better a little bit, and just some things like that, some little features about it. So I mostly play games on PS4 right now, but yeah, I'm definitely going to get some more ones for Xbox One in the future. I'm not going to get all my multi-platform games for PS4. I'm definitely going to give the Xbox some love again, and whenever I just get the itch to go back on Titanfall, that's also when I'll play Xbox One again too, because I already beat Dead Rising 3 and Rise Son of Rome, and I've made walkthroughs of them on my channel, so if you guys haven't seen those, search them up and check them out if you want. But yeah, so I'm not going to be going back to either of those 2 games. The only one that I have right now I'm going to be going back to is Titanfall, like I just said. And when the DLC comes out for Titanfall, I think sometime next month, that's definitely when I'm going to be playing it. So if you guys also get the Titanfall DLC for Xbox One, and you have to be online at the same time, we could maybe play it together, and that'll be fun. And yeah, so that's that. Quaz the Lad asks, what are your thoughts for Assassin's Creed Unity? Well, I'm a fan of the Assassin's Creed series. I've made a walkthrough on Assassin's Creed 4. I played all of the Assassin's Creed games, and I really like all of them. But yeah, I think this one's going to be pretty cool because it's going to be made only for PS4 and Xbox One. So that means it should be the best looking and best performing Assassin's Creed game since it's made just for next gen consoles. So that's pretty cool. It's going to be the first one that's made exclusively for the next gen consoles. But something that turns me off a little bit about it is that it's set in France, which is kind of lame because we've already seen Assassin's Creed games set in like a European setting, like all the ones with Ezio, like they were in Italy and places around Italy and like the Mediterranean and stuff. So we've already seen kind of a similar environment. So I was hoping they would do something new, kind of like they did with Assassin's Creed 3 and 4, where 3 was like in the colonial America and 4 was, you know, like the pirate time just before colonial America, like the settling time, you know, trading between the new world and the old world and that sort of time period. So that was something new. And it seems like we're just going back to what we had in Assassin's Creed 2 with Ezio, kind of similar thing. You know, it's in France instead of Italy, but it's not that much different, you know. It looks kind of like the same time period, a little bit in the same sort of setting, the same kind of buildings and architecture and stuff. There was a rumor going around that it was going to be set in Japan, which I think would have been an awesome thing, and I think they should definitely do it for a future Assassin's Creed game. Like, imagine, like, you know, kind of samurai era Japan and that type of stuff. I think that would be really cool, and yeah, it would be something different. So, yeah, I think the game will be pretty cool, but I'm not really too into this setting that much. X Lewis 07 and Maxis Beast 2001 both asked what's my most anticipated game, and I'd probably have to say either Watch Dogs, which is actually coming out next month, so I'm super excited about that. It was the first next-gen game that I pre-ordered when I ordered my PS4, and it was supposed to come out this fall, right when the PS4 came out, but it was delayed, so I'm definitely looking forward to that one. And the other one is Destiny, which comes out, I think it's September, and it's made by Bungie, the makers of Halo, and it's kind of like an open world or like MMO mixed with a first-person shooter, so I'm definitely looking forward to that as well. Ryan Peterson 30 asks how many Easter eggs are in Titanfall. I actually don't know of any Easter eggs in Titanfall, so I'm sure you can find that in other YouTube videos. Lewis Tigrem asks, what is your favorite class setup in Ghost, and how have you ever thought about playing in the Pro League? My favorite class in Ghost is probably something like with the Remington or the Honey Badger or the AK, what is it, AK-12 or AK? Yeah, it is AK-12, right? In Call of Duty Ghost. Probably those are my top 3 weapons. And I like to use Amplify because I use a headset so I can hear people's footsteps. I like Quick Draw, Ready Up, Stalker. Sleight of hand, just things that make me be able to move around fast, agility, and to aim down sight fast and strike around people. So those types of perks, and focus, you know, because focus is probably the most important perk in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Ghosts, because it allows you to, you know, stay on target during gunfights when you're getting shot back at. So those are some of my favorite things in Ghosts, some of my favorite perks and guns that I like to use in my classes. And I never thought about playing in the Pro League, definitely not. You know, I'm not really into competitive Call of Duty or clans or anything like that. I just kind of like to play with fun, to play for fun, to play just with my friends or play with some of you guys and just have a good time and get, you know, good gameplays in public matches and just basically to stick to that, not do anything competitive. Forrest Ashwood asks, would you ever do a fan appreciation day? And if so, what games would you play? Yeah, maybe I'll do something like that when I get more subscribers. Maybe if I hit like something like, I don't know, 2,000 or 5,000 subscribers, I could do like a big fan appreciation like live stream or something, where maybe I could have you guys vote like what games you would want me to play. Maybe I could choose like 5 games or whatever, have a vote, and you guys could pick like which game you want me to play or certain things that you want me to do in a game or something. Maybe like if I play Call of Duty, you guys could give me like some challenges and you know, I could try to complete those for you guys and stuff like that. So yeah, you know, if my channel continues to grow, I'll definitely do a fan appreciation day or something like that with you guys. Vepper and Slim Rickham both ask what is my favorite gun in any of the Call of Duty games, and I would definitely have to say the AN-94 from Black Ops 2. It's probably the one gun I could say that any game or any match that I use it, I'm always confident that I can do well, and most of the times, like 99% of the time, I always do well with it. So the AN-94 is my favorite. Broncos Pride 18 asks, what are your future plans for the channel that we all support? Well, I thank you for your support, man. Much love, brother. Much love. But, yeah, my plans are just to continue to do more of the same. Hopefully to make videos that you guys enjoy and to continue to do gameplay walkthroughs of new games for PS4 and Xbox One and continue to do coverage of some gaming news or some updates for games that I enjoy or updates for the consoles and stuff like that. And to just do more commentaries like this on Call of Duty or Battlefield or whatever other popular multiplayer game comes out and that I enjoy and that you guys enjoy watching. The next question comes from Rob Warix or Warix. He says, congrats on the 15th. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate the support once again. And he says, how do you like your eggs? I like my eggs scrambled. Scrambled eggs are definitely my favorite. I like turtles, very appropriately asks. I like turtles, do you? And yeah, man, I like turtles. Turtles are cool. Nothing wrong with them. Crizo0125 asks, what interested you in playing video games and when did you start playing video games? Well, I started kind of like in the mid-90s when I was just a little kid, like 4 or 5 years old, probably in like 94, 95 around. And I think the first thing that I played was the Game Boy, and it was Pokemon, like I mentioned before. And, you know, that's definitely one of my favorite games. And yeah, what interested me? Well, I was just a little kid, you know, my cousins or whoever it was, I don't remember. My friends at the time just said, hey, you want to play this video game? I was like, what are these video game things? And I don't know. And I just started playing right then. And, you know, I started just enjoying them, just like any other toy that you would play with. And yeah, I just continued to play with them my whole life. And video games have kind of evolved with me as I've gotten older, you know. It was just kind of just pixelated stuff like that in the 90s, like Sega Genesis or Game Boy or Super Nintendo. And then, yeah, it evolved to Nintendo 64, the original PlayStation 3D games. And, you know, games of today are, like, really serious, a lot of them, like The Last of Us or stuff like that, or BioShock Infinite, and they kind of appeal more to adults. So as I've gotten older, games have kind of gotten older themselves and gotten more mature and told like more complex stories. So I've been able to continuously play games throughout my whole life. Danny Creswell asks, if you could eliminate one thing in the entire world, what would it be? Probably black licorice. I freaking hate black licorice, or cauliflower. Those are probably like my 2 hated foods. So I'd probably have to say I'd probably eliminate either one of those, or both preferably. MLG Terra asks, what were your first thoughts with starting YouTube? I decided to answer this question separately from the ones that said, why did you start YouTube? Because I think it's a little bit different, because this one's kind of saying, like, what were my first thoughts after I started? At least I think that's what he's asking. And yeah, so once I started, I realized it was definitely fun, and I was having a good time. Even though I only had like probably 10 subscribers or whatever, I was still having fun making videos and stuff. And I realized that it was definitely something I wanted to continue doing as a hobby and in my spare time. So obviously, I've continued to do it till this day. Vote for Pedro asks for a setup video. And yeah, maybe I'll do one of those in the future. Maybe when I hit like 2,000 subscribers or like another milestone like that. And I'll show you guys, you know, all the different equipment that I use and how I have everything hooked up to each other and stuff like that. Rodoc asks, would you rather wrestle a giant spider or eat 1,000 tarantulas? And I think I would definitely go with wrestle the giant spider. I think I could take him down with like a rock bottom or a stone cold stunner or something like that. I could take him out, and I'd rather do that than eat something disgusting like 1,000 tarantulas. Maudie837 asks, will you be doing any funny videos or live streams on GTA 5 like trolling and open lobbies, and do you have a crew? Well, first of all, yeah, I do have a crew on GTA 5. I don't really play GTA 5 all that much. I haven't played it in like in a long time, actually, a couple months since the next gen consoles have come out. But you know, I plan on going back to it for maybe like a week or so before Watch Dogs comes out at the end of next month. So maybe after I finish posting Infamous Second Son, I'm probably going to play Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, which I think is a very short game. So once I finish that, I think I'm actually going to go back to PS3 and play some GTA 5. So yeah, so I don't know if I said already, but my crew is called Golden Eagle YT for YouTube. And I don't know if I'm going to make funny or trolling videos, but maybe I'll just like do some live streams, maybe play with some of you guys and get back into GTA Online a little bit. And you guys will probably know a lot more about it than I do, because I think I only got to like level 15 or something. So maybe you guys could show me some cool missions to play or whatever, and I could do some live streams. And maybe like if something funny happens, or we troll some people, or do something cool happens, I don't know, then maybe I could cut it out, make like a highlight, and I could upload it to YouTube too as a funny video. It's Luke, or Luke H, I think, maybe, I don't know. 7575 asks, do you prefer Xbox 360 or PS3? And last generation, I think I preferred Xbox 360 a little bit more. Bear vs. Geek Gaming asks, what's your favorite PS3 exclusive? And same with Xbox 360. For PS3, I'd probably have to say The Last of Us, or maybe one of the Uncharted games, maybe like Uncharted 2. And for Xbox 360, I'd probably have to say Halo 3. Big Salad asks, would you ever consider playing Xbox? Well, I have considered it, Big Salad, and I actually already have an Xbox 360 and an Xbox One. I guess you didn't know that. You've just seen some of my videos on PlayStation maybe, but yeah. I do have an Xbox 360 and an Xbox One, in addition to a PS3 and PS4, like I said before earlier in the video. So yeah, I have all 4 of them, and I enjoy all of them, to be honest. Cameron Holloway asks, do you fish? No, Cameron, I've actually never gone fishing. Elias16161 asks, how long are you planning on doing gameplays? And well, Elias, I plan on continuing to do them for as long as I can, really. As long as I have free time to do them. And as long as you guys continue to enjoy my videos and my channel continues to grow and I continue to get more views and subscribers and stuff like that. Jack Brown 07 asks, what is your favorite all-time first-person shooter? And well, Jack, I'd probably have to say either Halo 3, Half-Life 2, or GoldenEye for Nintendo 64. Those are probably the 3 that stick out in my mind the most. FBomb29 asks, what was the first game you ever played? I think I already said this, but it was Pokemon for the original Game Boy. Official HJB asks, Xbox or PS3? Xbox One or PS4? I assume you mean Xbox 360 or PS3, and I would have to say Xbox 360 last generation, but this generation I have to say I like the PS4 a little bit more than the Xbox One. Billy Bobster22 asks, can I please get a shout out? Well, there you go, Billy. Here's your shout out right now, live on YouTube. And just for all of you guys that always ask me for shout outs, I don't normally do shout outs because I feel like it would be unfair if I did them sometimes for some people and then didn't do them for everyone else. So I just, for the most part, don't do them at all, unless I make a Q&A video like this, where, you know, if you guys ask me a question and I answer it, then I'll shout you out and mention your name. But other than that, I don't do any kind of shout-outs. And finally, we have the last question from Maxwell Fox 23, and he says, do you play on the 3DS? And no, Maxwell, I don't have a 3DS, and the last mobile gaming system that I had was the original DS. I think I got it for Christmas one year, but I don't think I like even played it at all. I played probably like 1 game on it and then never touched it. It's like sitting somewhere in my closet, never to be seen again. So yeah, I don't play the 3DS. I don't play any mobile gaming systems anymore, unless you count a smartphone where, you know, I play like Angry Birds and stuff like that. But I don't know, I guess you could consider that sort of a game console. That's kind of the most popular mobile console right now, I guess, if you look at it that way. All right, guys, so that was all the questions that you guys asked me on the particular picture on Instagram that I thanked you guys for 1,500 subscribers and 15,000 followers. And thanks again for that. I really appreciate it, guys. So hopefully I answered all of your guys' questions. I think I got to all of them for the most part. And if you guys asked like a repeat of somebody else's question, you know, I tried to group all you guys together and answer it all at once. So yeah, hopefully I got to all of them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video. I think it went on, you know, a little bit longer than I anticipated, but you guys asked me a lot of questions, so I definitely wanted to get to all of them. And yeah, I really appreciate all your support, guys. Hopefully my channel could continue to grow and I could keep making content that you guys enjoy. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.